Alright, what's up guys? Shogi here, back with another gameplay commentary. I decided to take a break from Pokemon. As much as I really enjoyed the outro that I threw on the last one, and the incredible amount of effort that went into making the graphics. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to check it out. It's pretty funny if you ask me. And live comming Pokemon isn't as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's a lot easier to do a live comm over Call of Duty where something's always happening, as opposed to a game like Pokemon where you are walking it around and they're like 2-minute battles. But at last video, I went through and edited it logically, as opposed to my previous videos where I sped up the whole thing as a chunk after I recorded my commentary. But this video, I wanted to tell you guys that I've been just watching the UMAD Gear tournament. It's a LAN tournament, the UMG tournament in Chicago right now. Big teams are down there: Envious, Fear, Optic. And if you came to me for Pokemon videos, I also play Call of Duty. It was a pretty big thing for me for a few years, and that tournament's pretty intense. I've been watching it on Twitch TV for like 3 hours now. I took a break to eat and watch part of the Colts game. Colts won, by the way, and also the Falcons, who were like #1 in the league, they got beat by the Buccaneers, and my grandparents are in town from Tampa, so they were kind of happy about that, even though I don't think anyone's a true fan of the Buccaneers. There's some for the Raiders, even though the Raiders aren't that good, but I don't know anyone that's a diehard fan of the Buccaneers. Anyhow, I went through and found some ideas on Quirky that I thought were pretty funny. I think this is a cool idea for a segment. I don't have a name for it, but just going through and finding not necessarily bad ideas, but just silly ones or ones with stupid names. And these first two, I actually kind of like the idea. It's a knife with multiple blades. And I think that's a pretty cool idea. Like, it says that many people still use knives for slicing onions, potatoes, or cucumbers. But the problems with this include slices may not be even, and it takes more time. So, and I actually like this idea. But Richa, or whatever this person's screen name is, submitted this idea. And also, this other girl submitted the idea: 3 knives attached to 1 handle. Cut, chop, slice faster. And this person submitted the idea like 2 days before that person. So what are the odds that the person who submitted it after her saw it and then just submitted the exact same thing? What are the odds? Or great minds think alike, you know. But this person who submitted it first actually has another thing that I'm going to come back to up here in a second. And this next idea, it is called the Electric Boogie Woogie Oogie. And I don't know where you would get that idea for an electric tea kettle, but that's where they got it. It's a tea kettle that purifies water like Brita does. If you don't know what Brita is, it's a water purifier. I know a lot of kids that go to college get them just for in their dorm rooms and such, like get water from the water fountain or from the bathroom and purify it with a Brita filter. I know my sister did that. But the Electric Boogie Woogie Oogie, I get the electric part because it's an electric tea kettle with a built-in filter, but the Boogie Woogie Oogie, it reminds me of the Waka Waka, which is probably the world's most efficient solar panel light thing, which I just saw on Kickstarter. Is having a Kickstarter for an iPhone case, the charger, or an iPhone charger, and it's also a case where it's solar powered, and then it has a light on the back to use as a light. And if you donated a certain amount, you'd get one, and then you'd also send one to Haiti where they're donating some. Now, this next idea is my favorite of the video, and that is the spork. Sometimes it takes a fork and a spoon. So this guy submitted this idea, and little did I know, until I'd read through all the comments, that he didn't know the spork still existed. So, with that in mind, the first comment on it says, "I loved sporks. Are you trying to bring them back? If so, send me a full box. Good luck." So, they said, "Are you trying to bring them back?" And he would have to be so confused, because at this point, he doesn't know that sporks are still there, because he's going to find out in a comment coming up. But he replied to the comment, "Let's do it." So I thought that was so funny. And the next comment says, "Frank, these exist, don't they?" And he replied, "Do they?" And then this other guy, Jordan, said, "These exist already." And Frank says, "Oh no." And then he commented on his own thing and said, "Do they? Where can I buy some? I have a big dinner party coming up." So that was by far my favorite part of this whole video, the spork. This guy made an idea, and the picture is of a spork and a foon. a spork and a spoon, a fork and a spoon, and he edited the spoon and added the top of the fork to it. So great minds really do think alike, I suppose. And this next idea, it's one of the sillier ones. Like, there are a lot of comments on it, actually, like 12 of people that have all voted for it. It's a device that places tape like a stamp, and it's not a bad idea, minus the fact that I don't know how you'd adjust the different lengths. I guess that would be an innovation you'd make on this idea, a device that places tape like a stamp. But the only question I have is, how are you only going to tape one thing at a time? Assuming that the tape is on top of each other, how would you stamp one piece of tape without also stamping the tape on top of that, and so forth? So that was a question I had for that one. And then lastly, we're going back to the lady that first submitted the knife with multiple blades. The title of this one, it is not bad being single. A single iPhone headphone. One headphone, one wire, one earbud, fits all. And the problem I have with this one is, why would you buy this when you can make your own by just not wearing an earbud? I made the comment, very intelligent. I'd rather buy a new earbud than just not have one in. Voted. And I voted for it, because you gotta be legit. I mean, obviously. That pretty much wraps it up. I'm gonna go get a gameplay right quick, throw this commentary on it, and my next video may or may not be Pokemon. I've already got the gameplay ready, to be honest with you. It's the Bellsprout Tower gameplay. And if you haven't seen my first few Pokemon episodes, they're pretty entertaining to watch. If you ask me, of course they're my videos, so my opinion is biased. But it's been your boy. I'm out.